Yo, it's going Crown.
It's going Crown, episode number 7.
Absolutely. This is the Prophet X.
And I'm Dos the Psalmist.
And we are your hosts for the 5 Crownz Christian rap music video review show. That feels like I'm spitting bars when I do that.
Yeah, you know, we can make that a rap song. 5 Crownz.
5 Crownz is going down. Listen, we got a hot show for you today. We are riding on the heels of last week's show. We had a bunch of artists get 5 Crownz. This week, I'm hoping the crowns are very high once again. Tell them who we got first.
We got a young brother by the name of Hurt. You know, and something I like about this episode is that we've never seen any of these videos.
That's true.
So we're gonna see them for the first time with you guys, and you know, hopefully we got some good fire up in here.
Absolutely. So go ahead and tell them the name of this first song.
The name of this first song is "You Don't Want to Hear It."
Nah, I do. Go ahead. Tell them the name of the first song.
No, but the name of the song is "You Don't Want to Hear It."
They don't want to hear it?
No, you don't want to hear it.
No, I do. Go ahead and tell me. Now I see. The name of this first song is called "They Don't Want to Hear It."
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Anything that man puts his hands on gets watered down over time. So as the clock turns, we get further and further from the principles that we started at. And it's true with everything we do. Look, it's all watered down. Everything watered down. They try to wash away the truth, make the fake seem real. For you to spot a lie is much harder now. They don't want me to make songs about them doing wrong. They just want to hear songs about doing wrong. The church, streets, and the rap game don't carry the burdens they should cause of back pain. Somebody hurt them in the past, now they can't get past the hurt that they had at that one time. And hurt people, then they point fingers. So the church, streets, and rap blame one time. But that's a cop out, something we need to knock out. So before I hit you with the hook, we gon' rock out. I use the mic to show the man in the mirrors doing bad with a damaged appearance. Let me show you something. Everybody in the church won't make heaven. A lot of people just going for a fake blessing to make themselves feel better about living wrong and act better than others because they sit at home. Instead of going to church, the streets get it in and make the hood a hard place to raise kids in. The rap gang glorified problems, I'm telling you, everybody wildin', but they don't wanna hear it. They don't want the truth, show them proof, and they ignore it cause they fear it. They don't wanna hear it. They'd rather stay the same. If they listen to me, they gon' have to change. They don't wanna hear it. Nah, it's all watered down. Everything's watered down. They'd rather take a loss, but if I gotta die to get my point across, then nail me to the cross. It's all watered down. Everything watered down. They kill everybody who tell the truth. I'm about to show you proof, so they try to make me a martyr now. Well, tell the devil I'm ready for him, and heaven can wait, I got something heavy for him. World dope, I push the keys to the kingdom. The streets need hope, I feed them, Jesus. Community revolution and progress. What happened to the revolution's progress? The first Crips branched off from the Panthers. Started an answer, ended up cancer. We kill our community from the inside. Promise to help it, we the reason that men die. I laid out the foundation if you just listen. Answer this, are you crippin' or you just trippin'? Brotherly love overcomes all destruction, right? But everybody banging blood a destructive type. Not a killer, you in pimpin' red uniform. When you pimpin' women, homie, what you really doing for them? Tearing down the mothers in our neighborhood. Selling drugs to your neighbors never made it good. What up, blood? What up, cuz? Where your heart at? Or are you too hard for these hard facts? They don't wanna hear it. They don't want the truth, show them proof, and they ignore it cause they fear it. They don't wanna hear it. They'd rather stay the same. If they listen to me, they gon' have to change. They don't wanna hear it. Nah, it's all watered down. Everything's watered down. They'd rather take a loss, but if I gotta die to get my point across, then nail me to the cross. It's all watered down. Everything watered down. You ran away from home, adopted while you was gone, so you're wrong and don't acknowledge your father now. But it's about where you're from, not where you're at. Since you don't know where you're from, it's why you're where you're at. Your pop's the king, you from the kingdom, a royal priesthood, you the seed of Jesus. The church supposed to be a hospital, not a hustle. Sending people home sick with your pockets double. That's a modern day spittle, check the riddle. Rappers get vittles and belittle what the world need. Bump a child, rob something and sell work. College ain't for everybody, girl twerk. Bang neighborhoods and colors that you don't own. Money over everything, get your hump on. Denominations are abominations. I never read them in my words, so my father hated. They got you You preaching things Christ never talked about. Tell them they ain't teaching right, they'll walk you out. It all started in Acts. We lost part of the facts. It cost our heart sack. The cross is far back. We lost but more rap, an ancient hard map. Dig the artifacts. They don't wanna hear it. They don't want the truth, show them proof, and they ignore it cause they fear it. They don't wanna hear it. They'd rather stay the same. If they listen to me, they gon' have to change. They don't wanna hear it. Nah, it's all watered down. Everything watered down. They'd rather take a loss, but if I gotta die to get my point across, then nail me to the cross.
Man, that was crazy right there.
Yeah.
That is fire.
Fire.
Wow, yeah.
That was great.
Let's get right into it. You saw exactly what we saw. Hopefully your screen didn't catch on fire. You need to get a fire extinguisher.
Man, what you think about that beat?
Beat was hard.
That beat was hard.
Was aggressive, like doom, doom, doom. It was very aggressive. It dropped hard, and it went perfectly with what he was saying.
Yeah, there was absolutely no way he could have rapped with a soft tone on that beat. And that's why he just came rugged, you know what I mean? He was like,
that beat was hard. It really was. Like, as he was rapping, I felt like I wanted to rap because the beat was hitting so hard.
Yeah, definitely was hitting hard. What you think about his flow?
His flow was dope. He reminded me of myself, to be honest with you.
I was just gonna say that.
He was very aggressive, like killing the mic. It sounded like he's like 3 times bigger than the mic and he's just clobbering it. Beast mode. Yeah. I loved his flow. It was easy to understand. And with a flow like that, you could tell that even if the beat stopped, you could still bob your head to all of his words because he's hitting those downbeats really hard.
Right. You know, the flow was tight. Again, his griminess matched the tone of that beat. You know, and that's important. You could tell he's a seasoned rapper. You know, that was the flow was killer. But them lyrics stuff.
Lyrics took the lyrics were over the top. If there was a 6th crown, he would have 2 crowns for lyrics. His lyrics, first of all, he wasn't holding back no punches.
Yeah, he was tearing it. I don't know if you seen me in a little corner, but I was like this, you know, because he was hitting me with metaphors left and right. I had to keep my guard up for stuff like that. Man. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get knocked out. I want to finish hearing the rest of the song.
He said some phenomenal lyrics.
Phenomenal lyrics. Let me just read you a couple what I wrote down. At one point, he said they don't want to carry the burdens anymore because of their back pain.
Oh, I remember that.
Are you too hard for the hard facts?
Yes, that was dope. He said
the
that.
church is a hospital, not a hustle.
Man.
I mean, this guy was giving you straight meat. You know what I'm saying? All I needed was the A1 steak sauce, and it would have been delicious.
And maybe a big old knife to chop it up. His lyrics were aiming at everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, it's watered down. So he's talking to other Christian rappers. He's talking to the pastors in the churches that are watering down the message. He's talking to people in the world. He was even talking to the gangsters, to the Bloods and the Crips. He was calling everybody out.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I loved it too, and now I know why he called the song "They Don't Want to Hear It."
No.
Some people can't hear it.
Yeah, some people that was way too raw. Like that's the kind of song where you can't necessarily play it in a church, but the church needs to hear it.
Exactly. But do they want to hear it?
Wow.
Preach that, brother. What you think about video quality?
His video quality was really good. I enjoyed all the black and white footage. You know, when things are filmed in black and white, they give you that, it adds to the grit and the realism of the effect. I love the camera swings. And what I liked is how when the video first starts, like you'll see this clip right here, when the video first starts, it's just him, and you're thinking, okay, we're gonna watch this dude all by himself. But then he starts adding homies from the crew, right. And all of a sudden you see dudes popping in, and you see Illuminate pop in there, and some of the other brothers. It was great quality.
Yeah, I enjoyed the video quality. I even enjoyed the cutaways. Now, this is an example of someone who didn't over abuse the cutaways. Mm-hmm. He had a couple in there that fit, you know, with the message that he was sending.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a perfect amount of cutaways. He didn't overdo it. He just put enough in there just to kind of break the monotony of the video. And I thought that was powerful.
I absolutely agree with you. Let's talk about his spiritual content.
Man, I just read you like 3 lines.
Right. I mean, no, there's no question about his spiritual content. He was giving testimonial rap but he was also giving a fresh perspective. The perspective from the streets about how to reach the streets and what to do and what not to do. It was extremely powerful. His spiritual content, it was all about Christ, but it was relatable to somebody who's from the streets. And Christian rap needs more of that. A lot of times I feel like these songs that people are putting out, it's like, oh, that song is for somebody who's saved, because you're using all these cliches that only saved people are gonna get. But he was hitting it with that street lingo, that street vibe, and the streets will feel that song.
Yeah, again, I mean, spiritual content was super high for me. There was no watering down of this song at all. He was giving you straight beef jerky. You're gonna need to chew on that for a while.
Beef jerky, absolutely.
What are you thinking, bro?
I'm impressed with this video. I want to see some more songs from that brother. You guys watch the same video we watch. I want you to go ahead and post some comments down below. Let us know what you think. But I think we're in agreement that this song right here, this video, gets 5 crowns. We're back. 5 crowns. It's going crown. That last brother put it down.
He put it down.
I wish that more videos would put the director in the video, like maybe at the beginning or the end. Like, videos should start putting who produced the beat and who produced the video. That way we can give them shouts out also.
Yeah, it's important.
Absolutely. You ready to get into the next video?
Yeah, who we got?
This next one we have JR Life Music. I've never seen this one before.
Never have before either.
I'm excited to see it. Now, this is one that was posted in our comments on our Christian rap music videos group. If you get the chance, go on to Facebook, type in Christian rap music videos, and you'll find a group that we created where we invite artists to post their music videos, and then we'll go in there, find the video, and post it onto the 5 Crown Show.
Let's get into it. This song is called Hands Are Getting Higher.
Oh, hands are getting higher.
I don't know if I like my hands up. That brings back bad memories.
Check it out.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Classic speeds.
Come on. Yeah. Hands are getting higher, friends are getting lower, screaming out Messiah while their hearts are getting colder. See their eyes are tired, steady on their Folgers. Colorblind, stand in line, call them cycle soldiers. Blinded by the sun, push the button, life rewinds. Used to life with extra cheese after every wine. Parlaying full at ease, writing every line. Not knowing God's truth is between the fire. I was sworn I was lost, yeah, without a care. Playing games with life, I chose double dare. Till my eyes seen the truth, see I was scared. Then I felt Messiah next to me and now I share.
My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. Alone I couldn't do it, had to get close to the fire. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. Alone I couldn't do it, had to get close to the fire.
He gave me the power, now I'm seeking every hour. I planted the seed and seek the word and then flowered. Watered down by the spirit that enhanced the power. Demons petrified, cause my team is balanced. Balanced down, delivered, yeah, and full of grace. Sprayed down, spirit burning, face full of mace. Taking place in this race, getting ready to face. Never fake, these demons running cause I'm gon' take. My position is vicious, nah, I ain't gon' miss this. This position I'm giving, nah, I ain't gon' leave this. This position is lifting, nah, I'm gon' give him. Speaking life, giving life through his name while he listens.
My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. Alone I couldn't do it, had to get close to the fire. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. My hands are getting higher, getting closer to Messiah. Alone I couldn't do it, had to get close to the fire.
Yo.
JR Life Music.
JR Life Music. I want to talk about the beat.
Let's talk about the beat.
Because the second that I heard that beat, soon as I heard it, I was like, they made a remix of Exhibit's beat for The Foundation. It sounds exactly like a remake of The Foundation by Exhibit, which is a hot beat.
Yeah.
I've always loved that beat. They changed it up and put their own flavor on it.
Slowed it down a little bit.
Right. I thought it was dope. It was very smooth. And because it had that slight flavor from something that I'm familiar with, it was a lot easier to just bob my head and be smooth with.
Yeah, you know, anything that's familiar to you, you automatically just kind of get comfortable with it. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed the beat.
Yeah, I thought the beat was cool. It definitely went good with the song content that they had. Let's move on to the flow and talk about that, because the beat is real laid back, kind of jazzy, and he comes in flowing real smooth, kind of jazzy, almost East Coast style. It was so smooth.
Yeah, I thought his flow went perfect to the beat. He didn't overkill it. He didn't come aggressive. He came very, very smooth. His lyrics are very understandable, and he flowed right along with the beat.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced his flow with the flow of the beat, up and down, you know, kind of bouncy. It just went perfect.
Yeah. What about the lyrics though? Did you get a chance to like really get into? Now, I thought the mixing of his track, the vocals were a little bit low inside the track, so I felt like I kept leaning forward so that I could hear what he was saying clearly. What did you pick up from the lyrics?
I definitely picked up from the lyrics that it was testimonial. You know, at one point he said the spirit was burning, kind of like mace to your face. You know, so he had a couple little catchy metaphors in there. You know, so but yeah, his lyrics were strong. You know, again, you know, it takes a lot of skill, you know, especially to a smooth beat like that, because us as rappers, you know, we want to tend to overkill some of them beats. You know, we want to sometimes maybe make it too metaphoric or too many analogies, but this is just one of them beats that you lyrically just ride with, and he did that.
All right, okay, I'm willing to agree with that. Let me tell you one of the things that I didn't like, and this is a little bit of the flow and a little bit of the lyrics. The hook.
Yeah, the hook.
I was not feeling the hook on this track. Now another guy's voice came in doing the hook. They didn't dub it, so it was just one vocal right up the middle, and it broke up the smoothness of the flow. It broke up the like drone effect that was being produced by the smoothness of his voice when another voice came in, and the melody broke up also. So I wasn't feeling the hook or the lyrics to go. It seemed like it was a last minute decision, like, oh, we need a hook, let's go ahead, okay, my hands are getting higher, you know.
Well, it definitely had that jazzy feel, so I definitely think you could have had a singer come in there right along with the
right,
hands up. Lift them higher. You know what I'm saying? So it had that jazziness to where you could have fit you know, somebody with some melody up in there and give it a little bit more flavor, because you know his lyrics and his flow was very strong. Very strong. And all of a sudden the hook, it kind of drops off a little bit. You know, but it definitely could have used some more melody in with that hook.
I agree. Video quality, I thought was very high. I liked the use of the drone, and I was just telling Doss that it's about time for Prophecy Productions to get a drone, because you'll see a clip right down here, this overhead aerial footage where the drone is flying over and the guy sitting on the edge. That's stuff that you can only get either with a helicopter or a drone. And what it does is it takes you far away from the action, way farther than you could ever get, and it gives you a different perspective. You're looking at it at a different angle. Like when I see these Christian rap videos and they're shooting from above, I feel like we're getting that God's eye view of like God looking down on what's happening in the video. I think that is very powerful.
Yeah, and you know, again, you know, I like to look for them subliminal messages, you know, and the song's called Hands Are Getting Higher. Okay. So that drone took you to that higher place. Okay. You know, so I thought, you know, that was the purpose of the drone. And again, a videographer understands the title of the song, and a real good videographer is going to at least get his message across. Okay, this song is called Getting Your Hands Closer to Heaven, basically. And so he took you closer to heaven with that drone, and it elevated you to that place. So, you know, much props to the videographer understanding what he was trying to relay with that message.
Hey, that's good. You caught that subliminal message. And you pronounced videographer
right for the first time.
2 times in a row. So shout out to Doss and his expanded vocabulary. Spiritual content.
spiritual content was good.
It was good.
You know, I thought both him and the videographer relayed the spiritual content for what the song was called.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that this is a video where what you're looking at goes good with what you're hearing. The only thing that you're hearing that throws off the whole video is the hook.
That's it.
Right? It was a very simple concept, and the spiritual concept was high, get closer to God, very testimonial, very encouraging and uplifting. So I appreciated that.
Amen. And I give the brother props, because this is one of them beats, like I said, that some rappers will tend to want to overkill, you know, with their flow, with their lyrics. But he was able to rein it in and just give you what the song was meant to give you, and that's to elevate you to that spiritual and heavenly kind of feeling that you got from that video. And you know, I give him props. You know, so what you feeling about this?
Well, one other thing real quick is just I thought it was short. It was only 2 verses, and because the hook was lacking so much, by the time the video was ending, I felt like, please spit another verse just to make up for the weakness of the hook to me. So 2 verses and a weak hook. I don't know.
So, you know, I would give you a tip out there. If you're gonna put 2 verses on the song, then you probably need to have a strong R&B
super
chorus,
strong hook.
You know,
something that everybody can sing along with. And so the normal format, if you're gonna use 2 verses, you put a hook at the top, then you put your 16, you put a hook at the middle, and then you put another 16 and you put a hook at the end. The hook becomes the featured part of the track, and everybody's gonna sing along with it, or else it creates this feeling where you're like, there's really nothing to remember, nothing to sing along with on that track.
With the exception of the hook,
every
other area was strong.
Yes, I agree. I'm feeling like this one, I honestly feel like this one is a solid 4 crown video.
I'm in agreement with that.
4 crowns it is. Let's let them know. This video right here gets 4 crowns. We're back, 5 crowns. It's going crown Tuesdays at 7 p.m. right here on this Facebook channel. It's been going great since we've been here on Facebook.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What artist can sing and rap?
Sing and rap.
That's getting put on the map.
Sing and rap getting put on the map. Is he brown or is he black? You didn't know I was gonna add that to it, right? If at first I was like, it must be Dots. If he sings and he raps, the Psalmist sings and raps, but we have another artist that we are featuring right now on the 5 Crown Show who both sings and raps, and he's gonna hit you with some hot new song. Now this song just came out.
Yeah.
I wanted to feature one of his other songs because one of them, he has a song that I just love called Fly Away.
Yeah.
Man, the hook on that song, I love it, but it came out a while ago. And we were on his page and we found out he just released a video recently. So we decided to put this one on the show. Listen, this is Riddle RDL with a hot new one called Pick Me Up.
Pick me up.
Set me on fire for you again. Just wanna live for you. At a time of life it was so close, but I fell away. Now I'm up in smoke and I'm doing things that ain't no good, and I'm back places I wouldn't go. Skip church to sleep in, but I never miss party on a weekend. And time keeps on flying by. My girl left, now I'm bleeding. My Bible keep picking up dust, and I ain't the man that I once was. Cause I was all in church and I was doing good, and I can't believe that I messed it up. Lord, set me on fire, show me back to what I used to be. The world is self-hitting up my joy, bringing me misery. Hard wrapped in barbed wire, you get close, you getting cut. Done been through so much in my life, but I don't wanna go back to what I was. What glitter isn't always gold. Out the chicks and leprechauns, caught up with Decepticons. Now we at the bill of bonds. Became something I ain't trying to be. Got the smut in my eyes, I'm just trying to see. Became something I ain't trying to be. Got the smut in my eyes, I'm just trying to see. Set me on fire for you again. Set me on fire for you again, yeah. I wanna burn for you. Fix me up, pick me up, fix me up, oh Lord. Pick me up, fix me up, pick me up, oh Lord. Fix me up, pick me up, fix me up, oh Lord. Pick me up, fix me up, I pray. Got a whole lot going on, better turn up or bang this song. The world wanna see me perish, I'm a goal, I ain't more than love. Dashing for them heaven gates. Got both of my shoes next. Broke down like an overheated ride. I'ma rise, I can only rise if it's through you. Make my flame like it used to be. Criminal activity, now that ain't the life for me. Insane asylum in my head. I don't wanna be there, not no more. I don't wanna see things when a natural pick me up. I need that spiritual touch. Yeah, I'm going down. Demons been roaming round. I know it's just a test. My blessings coming round. Became something I ain't trying to be. Got the smut in my eyes, I'm just trying to see. Became something I ain't trying to be. Got the smut in my eyes, I'm just trying to see. Set me on fire for you again. Set me on fire for you again, yeah. I only wanna burn for you. Fix me up, pick me up, fix me up, oh Lord. Pick me up, fix me up, pick me up, oh Lord. Fix me up, pick me up, fix me up, oh Lord. Pick me up, fix me up, I pray. I'm praying, praying, that's all I'm saying. And I'm praying, set me on fire for you again. On fire, on fire. Set me on fire for you again, yeah. And I only wanna burn for you. Fix me up, pick me up, fix me up, oh Lord. Pick me up, fix me up, pick me up, oh Lord. Fix me up, pick me up, fix me up, oh Lord. Pick me up, fix me up, I pray.
That was Riddle with Pick Me Up right here on 5 Crownz. Let's get right into that one.
Man, the beat was solid.
Beat was solid, hit hard.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. That beat was right in the middle. It wasn't too hard, too soft. Again, it's one of them beats that just was right in the middle, and it was a good beat.
It could have been an R&B beat, or it could have been a hip hop beat. And he's really good because his style goes back and forth from R&B to hip hop, from rapping to singing. He's able to pick beats that give you that same feeling, where he can easily switch from spitting to rapping and rapping to singing, and really good.
The brother is an artist. I mean, he sings, he raps. I mean, he did some double time flows there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome. You know?
I thought the flow was great. One thing that I really like about Riddle, which I wish I could do, is put more melody. Like, he'll just be rapping, dropping bars, and then he'll just start singing on the track, and that changes the whole environment of the track when he does that.
Yeah, you know, Riddle reminds me a lot of myself. I like to do the same thing. I like to sing, I like to rap, I like to use melody in my words. As a matter of fact, you know, I was just telling Prophet, you know, myself, Riddle, and Brian Trejo, we'd probably make a killer tour out there. You know, we got similar worship and singing styles, so you know, we might have to put that together.
You guys might have to get on the road together.
Yeah, that would
Riddle,
be dope.
holler at us.
Holla.
Brian, Kingdom Music, holler at us.
Holla.
The three of y'all hit the road, man. That's
Straight worship.
worship. That'd be bomb.
That'd be bomb. All right. What about them lyrics, though?
Okay, so the lyrics were very testimonial. I thought they were good. They were the thing that tied the lyrics, the flow, and the beat together is the way he delivered it was convincing to me.
Right.
It sounded like he's talking about his real life.
Yeah.
About being down and the Lord picking him up so he can be closer to God. I was convinced that what he was saying was true, and that's a very important thing when you're delivering your rhyme. It's not just about writing hard lyrics. It's about writing stuff that's believable and delivering it in a way that people are going to believe it.
You know, and I love Riddle's lyrics because this is a seasoned gospel rap artist. And he knows that on a song like this that you can't really kill it with a lot of metaphors, but when you're telling testimonial rap, you can use clever wordplay. Yeah. And this is what Riddle does really good. At one point he says, "I'm broke down like an overheated ride, I'm a ride." And so, I mean, you know, so you can use clever wordplay when you're telling a testimonial, but reel in the metaphors and analogies because that's not really testimonial.
Right.
Them are examples. So, you know, he's an expert at doing that, and much props to that brother. Them lyrics were strong.
That's good. Very good. Video quality. You start off on the video quality.
I thought the video quality was really good. Again, I would have liked to see a little bit more storyboard because the whole song is about him kind of falling off, but then the Lord's picking him back up. Well, and so he talks about his old self going back to them things. And so I would have liked to see a little bit more storyboard. You know, show me how you fell off and show me how the Lord picked you back up. But that's probably all I could say. I mean, everything else was strong. His lyrics and the lighting, everything was good.
Video quality was great. They shot it on the professional camera. They had some great gradient effects where they're changing the effect of the video and what we're seeing. And I agree with you. The only thing that, and it's not something we could take away from it, it's something that would have added to the overall song if there was a storyboard showing God pick me up from this or pick me up from that or bring me back from these dark places to tell the story. That would have brought the song to life in the video. It ended up being more of a performance video where it's the artist in front of the camera performing the song. So what they did shoot was great. What would have brought it to a higher level was some storyboarding. And you know, we were just talking about that. We literally just got back out from the block because we're working on Doss's new video, which will be world premiering very soon. It's called Send Me, I'll Go. And when we were shooting this video, we're shooting it all as artist performance. And I was like, wait, Doss, this song is about sending you out to the street, about the Lord sending you and you're go. We had to jump out here in this 150 million degree weather and go out there to the street and shoot some footage so that we had a storyboard to chop into the video.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, you know, it's very hard to spend the time and to, you know, find actors and to find people willing to put a whole storyboard together, you know, and you know, for that reason, a lot of people don't do it, you know, because it is very time consuming for the artists, for the actors, and even for someone editing it. Because, you know, you got to tell the story. But again, you know,
it's necessary though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take nothing away from the video, but the storyboard would have just even elevated it even more.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the last category, which is spiritual content. How are you feeling about the spiritual content?
I'm feeling spiritual content was very high.
I also agree. I know now Riddle does have some songs that are what I would consider to be borderline inspirational or borderline motivational. There's less Christ and God and it's less gospel, but this was a very solid one that had a lot of spiritual content and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, he basically took the story of the prodigal son and turned it into a rap song.
That's good. That's very good.
And so for that, spiritual content was super high.
Super high. Okay, well, about time we slap some crowns on this video. How you feeling?
I'm feeling a very solid 4.5 crowns.
This guy was reading my mind because I was sitting here and I'm thinking, what do I feel about this video? And it's not completely a 5, but it's definitely not a 4.
Right.
So for that reason, we're gonna give this video 4.5 crowns. That's it. That's a wrap. Another hot episode of 5 Crowns.
Episode 7 is complete. Just like God, we are going to rest. It's all good.
Yo, man, we really appreciate you guys riding with us. We can't say that enough. What keeps us motivated and doing this show is you guys watching it, sharing it, posting comments, liking our page, just staying interactive with us. You know, in our last episode, I said, find Doss the Psalmist, find the Prophet X. We both have got a bunch of new likes in the last week just from you guys finding our page and liking what we're doing, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah, continue to share our Facebook page with your friends. Please comment below if you're enjoying the show, if you have any suggestions to make it, to elevate the show. Even if you have some ideas for like a special show. Maybe you want to feature nothing but ciphers. Maybe you want to feature
live performances.
Yeah, live performances. I mean, even if you have some ideas for a show, we would love to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. Post comments down below. This is the Prophet X.
And I'm Doss the Psalmist.
And you have been watching the 5 Crowns. Peace out. We'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. with episode number 8.